We're live.
Don't you YouTube, don't mute something on there as well. Am I done now?
Yeah, you did it all right. Yeah, you did it all right.
Don't mute something on YouTube as well. The chat room. Do you mute that one?
Yeah, you mute that one.
No.
Yeah, you mute that one so you don't get two feedbacks.
So they can hear. So they can hear. I can hear you, and I can hear you. Can hear me. They can hear me. They can hear me now in the chat room. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello. Welcome.
Steve's here, Mark. Steve.
Hey. Hello, Steve. Top man was talking about. We're saying nice things about you tonight, mate. We were. Top man. Welcome, Steve. Yeah, good top low. Straight. Just what you said. Hope Steve comes on tonight. I'm sure he does.
If Steve wants to come in the Google Hangout, I can send him a link. All he's got to say, yeah, and I'll send him a link.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Stevie babes, top man. Like that. I love the interesting, funny, interesting people like that on there. Alex.
You could write to him. He's saying hello. Yes, yeah. Oh, that's okay. He wants to come on. I'm going to send him a link now, Mark.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Go for it. So, Steve, you're welcome to our show, matey. You know that anytime in the chat room or for a link to actually involve the show even more with the the actual link with the picture with it. I would say split screen thing, with the small screen. Sorry. Even better still, yeah.
Give me 2 minutes. Let's do it now.
No, I tell you what, we can discuss things with Steve and others in the chat room. The wake of the big the wake of proving demons and the controversy over what that's finding the planting a bone in the graveyard somewhere, isn't it? A human bone.
Well, yeah, it just makes more hard work for like on certain channels, if you know what I mean. It's going to make it more harder for people getting the truth out there.
Yeah, he's right there. So you send it via Facebook. The link. Kieran, that's right.
Yeah, right.
I think he's doing that now, Steve, mate. Yeah.
I always do that.
Amazing.
I always do that to him. I always send it in his inbox.
The 3 watching now. Hello, we have other guests. Hi, listening and working. Collie Mids. Carl Mids, please, if that's mispronounced. Hi.
What? How are you? What?
Yay! Steve's here!
Hey, come on. I'm not.
Steve. Hey, nice to have you aboard, mate.
I'll try not to bore you. I'll try not to bore you too much tonight.
No! Don't be silly. Nah, you never bore us. Steve, Richard, in the wake of the thing with proving demons, the falsified evidence, this human bone was planted there.
I did do a little stream last night. Actually, someone came on and asked me my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not sticking up for anyone. I'm not choosing sides for anyone. But if it was fate, which apparently he's admitted, but I've not seen any proof that he's admitted it was fate, then I think that was a bad idea to do. I can understand if they was going to do it for amusement and entertainment, and then come.
Yeah.
But the other guy, the Old Explorer, didn't know anything about it, apparently, and he was shocked and surprised to see a bone coming out the wall. Now, the thing is, there's so much, like you say, I can't even pronounce it, compulsory or whatever it's fucking called. Excuse me the way I say it. But there's so many things that, questions and answers. Why was the room blocked up in the first place? Because when they was knocking the wall down, on the left you could see, a part of the wall that had actually been covered up with plaster. So why was the room covered up with plaster? Was it an old fireplace there? What's hidden in the fireplace, if anything? Where did all these twigs come from? Now, the thing is, they stated that the house was old, derelict, and falling apart. Now, if Steve, which is the person on the Ouija Brothers, was correct in saying that, you know, it was a very old house, it's like falling apart, you know, derelict for many, many years, etc., etc., yeah. Why was there so many twigs that hit the room? Well, explanation is that if it did have a thatched roof, over time, you know, weather conditions, you know, the house falling apart, the whole ceiling could have caved in. And, you know, that's what all those twigs were, was probably the thatching from the roof. No, it's not an animal dragging in, you know, all that sticks and twigs and everything and making a mess, because, you know, that took years and years and years of fucking work to do for an animal. So I think that was actually the thatching that actually collapsed. Now, it was interesting that, you know, not going on to the bone for a minute, but, you know, Christmas Santa Claus toy. Now, there's not much people asking about that. Where did the toy come from? Was it originally inside that hidden room, or was that planted there? All right, was that planted there? No, if it's going to plant one thing,
we don't know.
You know, you might as well plant two things, three things, four, five, you know, whatever. But nothing was said really about the Santa Claus toy coming out. Yeah, that was, I suppose, a surprise to them. And even if they didn't like plant it, how did it get there? Well, you know, years ago, people used to, you know, pretend to be Santa Claus, and they used to climb up and drop things down in the chimney, and maybe you got stuck, and later in, you know, time, it kind of like just fell through and ended up where it's supposed to have been. I don't know. But, you know, the bone, the bone situation is that, was it put there or was it already there? Now, if they put it there, that was a stupid thing to do, because it's going to ruin their reputation, for one thing, yeah? Especially Andrew, proving demons.
Did they admit to that? Did they admit to it that they was planted there? The police, didn't they?
The police said it was a hoax, right? Which I understand. That Angel did a stream on it, and I was told, you know, a few things, and I actually saw things on Facebook. Apparently, the police said it was put there as a hoax, and, you know, Andrew and the other guys were strongly spoken to by the authorities. But, you know, why did he do it? You know, was it really meant to be for entertainment? Why did he not let the other guy from the Urban Explorers in with it? You know, it don't kind of tally up in one way. And the situation being, if the bone was there, right? Steve from Proving Demons saying, like, you know, we've seen that bone on 2 or 3 different videos. Okay, so a bone was shown on 2 or 3 different videos, possibly a bone that size. You know, it's a human femur, I think it was, a leg bone.
Thigh bone, isn't it? Yeah.
Thigh bone or whatever. But the thing is, right? If they say that bone was shown on 2 or 3 different videos, can they prove that it's the exact bone? Because if they've got photos or any kind of detail showing that that bone was exactly the same, whether it had some marks, scuffs, chips, or anything like that, then yeah, that could be proven it was used on other videos. But because, you know, what's happened, I suppose the police, the CSI, have taken the bone away and they're not going to get it back. Now, there was also a mention that you can buy bones off the internet legally for medical purposes and stuff like that. So, you know, you can go and buy bones and do whatever you want with them. But as I said, look, I'm not sticking up for anyone. But if that's the same bone, then where's the proof it was the same bone? Because, yeah, they said that a bone was shown on, you know, a video or a couple of videos. Was it the exact same bone, or was it, you know, is it a different bone? And I did say to someone today, right, the way they can find out how old that bone is by age, for one thing, yeah. And two, I don't know about fingerprinting, but okay, let's say it was taken there and planted, right? And when Andrew, Proven Demons, pulled it and fell back and looked surprised, you know, kind of thing, he was actually wearing gloves, right? But the thing is, people don't think if they're going to take something and plant it, you know, they ain't going to worry about gloves, are they? So, you know, they can put it in a duffel bag and go and put it somewhere, hide it, and their hands are going to be touching it, yeah? They're going to leave fingerprints on it. But can fingerprints be touched and put on the bone? You know, can the CSI, you know, the doctors or what they called, the forensics, find out there's any fingerprints? Because all they had to do is say, look, you know, we believe that you put this here. And if they said, no, we didn't know, the police could say, well, we want your fingerprints. And if there's any fingerprints on there and they matched them, they can say, well, you know, you said that you didn't handle it, but it's there. So why is your fingerprints on it if you say you didn't handle it with your bare hands? You know, kind of thing. And if they can't take fingerprints off, how about DNA? No, when you're touching things, you're dropping flakes of skin, you know, DNA. So, you know, they can also do it that way. If they can't get fingerprints, they can do DNA. If they can find DNA on there and they take a swab off, you know, like Andrew, and they find the same DNA on there, then it's been caught out, any. But I just can't see why they would personally fake something when they've had a good reputation for, you know, a few years. I know people are saying, well, it's all down to, like, you know, trying to get more subs and subscribers, getting yourself known out there a bit more, you know, possibly, you know, getting that fame and fortune, money. Was it all to do with that?
I ain't got a clue, but it makes you wonder though, because it was two buildings, and the spirit box told them to go to a specific part of the building, and it's this specific wall, and start digging it. It's just, I don't know. What's the chances in that?
Well, yeah, like, you know, like you said, like, they did say, like, you know, the ghost box, and I thought, you know, ghost boxes can be manipulated, you know, kind of thing in one way, but they stated, no, this ghost box was not manipulated in any way. It was a proper ghost box, and the ghost box said body in wall or body.
Well, which wall though? You would have to search around that whole property to look for. You would have to dig. How do they know it's that specific wall where they dig?
That's another thing. You're right there. Like, how did they know it's in that particular? Maybe because when they was walking through the building, you know, most of the building was, like, you know, very, very badly damaged. You know, even when I was in that room, they showed the camera and they could show you the ceiling was falling in, and there's only parts of the house they could actually walk around. But why did it lead them to that particular space?
Exactly.
Why did they dig there? Why did they not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And, you know, people saying, well, you know, the ghost box said a bone. The first thing, well, they said body in wall. They didn't say bone in wall. It said body in wall, I think it said, yeah. Now, a doll.
Generally, yeah.
The Christmas toy is shaped as a body, in it. It's like dolls are shaped as a body. Maybe the spirit was saying, like, there's a body, meaning there's a toy or something shaped as a body in the wall.
Yeah, human shape. Yeah, fair point.
Right. But then, you know, they dig out this toy, this Christmas toy, and then they end the string and they say, if you want us to come back, you know, we come back. And a lot of people said, yeah, go back. I even said go back. And I actually did, and I admit, I put my hands up. I put in a comment, right? I said, yeah, you need to go back. Because I've got a gut feeling you're going to find a bone in that hidden space. I don't know if it's going to be animal or human, but I got a gut feeling you're going to find a bone now. And a few other people said, yeah, go back. You know, I think there might be something in there, you know, because, like, why would a ghost box say body in wall? You know, maybe the spirit was actually trying to tell them that there was a body in the wall. So that's why they decided to go back, because they had a lot of people being interested in it. They wanted to see if there was something in the wall. And when they dug it out and he falls back and sees a bone, well, you know, come on. Was it the spirit telling him that there was original bone in the wall? Or was it where they said, like, the ghost box said bone in the wall. And I thought, well, maybe there ain't a bone in the wall, but if we take one, it's going to be an amazing ending to the video. And that's what people are saying. Like, you know, putting a bone in that wall and bringing it out and showing it there is going to be kind of amazing end towards an investigation, I suppose. Because, like, you know, the other guys have said he was surprised. He didn't believe it, you know. He said, no, don't touch it. It's a crime scene. I'm ringing the police up. And, you know, Andrew said that he wasn't too keen doing too much because he had food poisoning and he didn't want to be on camera so much. Now, the thing is, how did they actually get the thing in? Did they go back previously before they'd done the third part of the stream and plant it? Did someone know that they were going there and planted it and made it look like they'd done it? Or did Andrew actually somehow sneak it in under his coat and when he was digging through, he might have like pulled it out from under his coat and stuck it there? I'm not saying he did, but there's different possibilities, the bone being there. You know, and it's just, if they faked it, you know, it isn't doing much to the paranormal.
You're very much on the fence about it, aren't you? I think saying a lot of people are as well. Yeah.
Sorry, what is that?
Very much on the fence on it. That's nothing wrong. You know, you're very much on the fence of whether it was or wasn't fake. So, aren't you? That's what you're saying, isn't it? Yeah.
That's what people say. Was it fake? Was it a put on? You know, was it supposed to have been there for entertainment? You know, if they was going to do it for entertainment, they would have said, "Huh, you found a bone, but you know, we planted it there. You know, we done it for a joke kind of thing."
Well, they did that.
No, I don't think they would. I don't think they would do it as a joke.
Nah.
What they've done is something stupid because it's not just affected Proven Demon's stream, it's affected his mate stream, the one who didn't even know anything about it. And he looked genuine.
He's in the dark.
Concerned, you know. And people saying, just think of what you've done to him. How do you think it's going to affect his channel? People are going to think that he might have been part of it when he wasn't. So, you know, I've got no hate against Andrew. No, I think his channel's great. Just with the Ouija board, with the Ouija brothers, I try to watch them when I can, when I've got time. But if they've done it, if they've done to fake it, man, what's that doing to the paranormal?
People in the general, it's disastrous.
People are out there trying to gather the information and the proof, and they're just making a mockery of it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just making a mockery out of the paranormal. Like, you know, as I said, apparently Andrew's been doing the paranormal for 2 years. The Ouija board brothers have also been doing it for about 1.5 years. Now, I'm not jealous or anything yet, but I'm thinking that I've been doing this 7 years, and them two channels, although they're pretty good, they don't have half the evidence that I've got, I don't think. And I'm not trying to be big-headed, but the thing is that, no, they've both been doing it for 2 years, and they got a lot more subscribers and viewers than I do. No, even the Ouija brothers, Steve was doing a stream the other day, and he was getting fucking donations left, right, and centre. And I very rarely get donations on mine, and it's not down to money. You know, was it down to, like, you know, money, whatever? You know, they've got both good channels, but it's going to fuck up Andrews if he. Well, you know, as I said, I have heard that Andrew did admit it was a hoax, it was faked, but I've not seen that.
Yeah, but that makes it more harder for you to do your kind of work in the paranormal with the spirit box.
Well, yeah, well, it's not so much the spirit box saying bone or body in the wall. No, it's trying to go out and do investigations and, you know, trying to seek the truth. And people are doing that and making a mockery of the paranormal, and they should know better if they've had, you know, success on a channel for 2 years. And, you know, I did hear that he did do something 2 years ago when he first started off trying to fake shit. If that's true or not, I don't know. It's just hearsay information that I heard.
that same divot box. What he doing a month ago about the divot box? That was a bit of a setup. Some done a video on that. Have you seen that one with Proven Demons?
Well, yeah, I think I might say, but I did say, look, there are people out there. You know, I've bought stuff. Yeah, I bought some tribal masks the other week, and I've done like a little stream on them, and I thought I might have been the first one to do some kind of like paranormal thing with African tribal masks. But I was wrong, because after I'd done my stream, I did do another search, and guess what? Someone has actually done a tribal mask investigation. But when I looked through his channel, and I'm not, you know, hitting on him and, you know, slagging him down and, you know, trying to cause drama with the guy, because you may even know him, you know. But when I looked on his YouTube channel, I did a YouTube search on possessions. Now, this guy has been possessed by a Ouija board, a haunted doll, a divot box, now also the haunted mask, although he did do the haunted mask before I did, but I thought I was the only one who'd done it, but no, he done it before me, so I thought, fuck, you know, excuse my French, I thought, damn it, I thought I might be the only one. But he's also been possessed by a few other things, yeah? And I don't know if the guys are very sensitive and, you know, he's just picking stuff out, which is, you know, possibly, you know, very, very paranormal. Maybe he does research and, you know, look for things that are meant to be kind of like spiritually haunted and try to buy them. And if he can buy them, then he does, like, you know, he streams with them. But, you know, when I've done a search, he had been possessed by six different times. He'd been possessed by different objects, yeah? Now, he lives in America, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, man, you know, this guy, I don't know his first name, but it's Hunting the Dead. All right, that's his YouTube channel, Hunting the Dead. All right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, if he's been possessed by six objects, oh, that must be, you know, he every time he's been possessed, apparently he's had to end up going to hospital. Now, come on, you know, the hospital costs over there are very expensive. You know, we get free hospitalisation over here. We don't have to pay for our hospital fee.
No, over America.
In there, they do. They had to pay big money to be seen. Even a bloody aspirin costs like $200 in the hospital, I've been told. But the thing is, with Hunting the Dead, you know, every time he's been possessed, he had to end up in hospital. Now, what does he say when he goes to hospital? Does he say, oh, I come over rather ill and strange because I've been possessed by a haunted doll? You know, what is the doctors going to think about it? What are the nurses going to be thinking about it? You know, did he actually say, oh, I've been possessed by a haunted box or a divot box or whatever? You know, I've got no grudge against that. You know, I do like watching his stream as well, but come on, 6 fucking possessions, you know. Maybe he has got the ability to sense, you know, real haunted objects, and he is getting possessed by these dark entities. But is it a play to make, you know, his channel bigger and better? It's big, and you know, it's bigger than some of the channels out there already, anyway.
Yeah.
But you know, what if he's faking some of the shit? Because you don't really get to see him actually going into the hospital. You got no medical records. Not that people want to know and see it, but some people will say, well, where's the medical records that you went to the hospital yesterday on getting possessed? You know? And the thing is, when people do this kind of crap, you know, proving demons, you know, it kind of gets around the paranormal unity quite quickly. Everyone wants to talk about it. And I'm thinking, well, what's the point of talking about it? If he's been caught out, he's been caught out. So fucking what, you know? He shouldn't have done it. He's made the paranormal, you know, unity look a bit stupid in one way, because it's not just affecting him and his channel, it's affecting everyone who wants to go out there and seek the truth.
Oh, I don't know. Any kind of
Waking up.
Just any kind of what's you know, just any kind of any kind of sort of sharp, you sort of fake evidence. It has a bad. It seems to have a bad overall effect on the paranormal field. It makes you look in the bad, looks everything in a bad light. Everything in a bad light in the paranormal field. It really is. Probably will blow over eventually. I don't know, but
it will be something new. Something else will come up with something else in the paranormal. It always does.
It'll be spoken about for a few weeks until it suddenly dies down, and then someone else will come up and do something stupid, and that'll go through. And you know what's happening with the paranormal at the moment is a joke. To be honest, I'm trying to get back to doing what I'm doing by doing other things, and there's people out there trying to ruin it for other people.
But it discourages a lot of people going on to do live streams of people trolling all the time. But
yeah, well,
that doesn't help either.
I don't even bother about anymore. The hate, the bullshit, the drama. I don't give a damn about it anymore. I'm not going to sit there and argue and retaliate because it's making me and my channel look bad. And I've got moderators out there who will kick their ass and boot them and block them straight away.
Delete them anyway. Just carry on.
I'm not dealing with them anymore.
If you're going through, if you're going through hell, keep going.
That's what I do. I just keep going. They're not going to get them off YouTube, and I've told them that. They've been stealing my videos and uploading them and trying to make a mockery of them, and I've had to keep reporting them for copyright infringements and get them taken down, which I have been.
Steve, they're very sad, small-minded people, my friends. So fortunately, we kind of deal with these people in all walks of life, even on the internet, I'm afraid. Yeah, sad to say,
No, I'm just trying to move on and get on with the paranormal. I'm ignoring all the trolls and things. I'm just letting the moderators deal with them. No, that's why I said to people on my stream overnight, no, I want to get back to the paranormal. I don't want to be doing dolls all the time. I've got over 200 bloody dolls now. I want to kind of like move forward and try different things. And that's why I've got 3 tribal masks. I've got bows and arrows. Not bows and arrows. I've got arrows and spears. I've got a weird African, possibly voodoo or witch doctor doll.
You've got dolls and pagans, I bet. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a fair collection there, Mr. Mac. Yeah.
Well, like, it's not worth keep doing the same thing all the time. You need to kind of spread out and find out.
That's a good point.
I mean, I'm just posting out your link, let people know that you're live.
Yeah, because you bought a tribal mask too. I seen it the other day. You got that too.
So I've got what?
You got a tribal mask, ain't you, or something? Some kind of wooden mask. I seen it. You were wearing it the other day on one of your streams.
No, I've got a tribal mask. I've got the mask. I've got the spears and arrow, and I've got that doll.
That's it.
That weird.
That doll is that the doll you faced the mirror that time before we went to sleep? That one was it?
Yeah, it was on the altar. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
I'll go and get her.
A fair collection there, mate. You got a fair collection there,
Yeah, fair collection.
Oh, indeed. Zach Baines would be quite proud of that. He's got a very big collection of haunted artifacts. You've seen Las Vegas and so like that.
See, the thing is, although it does resemble a doll in one way, it's not an actual proper doll.
Yeah.
It's tribal.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a witch doll.
Is that a ward of evil spirits? That's a ward of evil spirits, I suppose. Yeah.
I don't know. There wasn't much information on it. I was hoping that if I was going to get some kind of activity from it, I might be able to find out what is attached to it, if it's able to communicate. Because here in England, we got our own kind of religion. African, they got their own kind of religion. They conjure up their own particular spirits, as I see. They talk to the animal spirits, like the lion, the tiger, the elephant, whatever. So, do they conjure up their own particular spirit to these? Does an African, when he died, attach himself to one of these? Because this is supposed to have actually been, as listed, a fertility doll.
Yeah.
But why would it be classed as a fertility doll when it's got like this stick in its hand, which someone said maybe someone actually said maybe that can actually resemble a blow, one of those blow dart things, the blow pipes, which the which doctors might use.
Fertility doll, they've got massive, what, haven't they?
Yeah, but this has got a weird head. Maybe what is the head resembling? I tried doing a Google search on this and I couldn't find nothing.
Like a boomerang. A boomerang stuck in his head, like. I don't know. It's. I don't think it's a fertility doll. I think it's something like probably the ward of evil spirits. I think possibly.
Probably.
Yeah. Maybe that. No, I'm not saying that's possible. Like I'm saying.
Even a witch doctor can actually ward off evil spirits, but it can also conjure up evil spirits.
Yeah, aye, to do double-edged sword, isn't it? Yeah.
See, these are originally handmade. They're not something that you go and buy on a tourist. That I don't think.
Exactly. They're off the peg, are they? So exactly. Yeah.
This is made from, well, you can see string, and know that when they make certain things for their building, it's like a weed, a tree, grass, and they plait it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even think what it's actually called, but if you look at it closely, it's actually plaited. It's like one of those things that they might make a mat out of or something, or blanket. It's actually weeded. It's probably like grass or something, then it's just like painted. But because when I actually bought it, when I actually got it off eBay, when I won the bid, I thought it was only going to be a couple of inches big, but it come in a great big box. And I was thinking, "Whoa, what the hell's that?" And even when I opened it, I thought, "What? That's bigger than I bloody thought it was going to be," And they kind of packed it up well because there's a lot of like bubble wrap and everything in there, and it come in a box, big. You could probably put two of these.
What's the age of it then? How old do you reckon it is then? Any idea? Was there any history of it? Sorry, I can't remember that.
I think they said it's probably about 40, 50 years old.
Oh, right.
A bit like this new doll I've just got recently. This
very old, very antiquated. It looks very old.
That's about 50 years old, and it's one of the old walking ones. And if you move its leg, its head moves.
Oh,
I've been trying to do a little bit.
That's creepy.
I've been trying to do a little bit with her, but I've not got nothing with her yet. That's why I got her on the bed with her.
I've worried out walk his legs, and her head starts turning by itself. Then I'll be very worried. then you're onto something there.
You know what? I was actually on a live stream earlier with Albert, right, on a private hangout, and I went out to make a drink. When he came back, he goes, "Has that doll's head moved?" I said, "I don't know." He goes, "I'm sure that was looking one direction, and it's actually now looking more face front-wise."
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have turned it around because, sitting there, it felt like I was on that 1,000-yard creepy stare for me, And that's why I probably moved the head. But when I came back in, the head was facing forward, Albert said.
Yeah. Freaking hell. Did you see a lot of these videos on, YouTube with the doll's heads move and somehow moves, or a static camera, or something like a to the.
I've seen an object. As I said, on one of my videos, I have got a doll called Hannah. I can go and get it if you want. Let me just I'll tell you the story over Hannah. Let me just take this one back. I'll get Hannah.
I think I've seen one with Steve. I think he showed a video where one doll. I don't know where it was or where the property was, but one doll was standing on a shelf, and you could see it moving slightly, just a little bit of movement. That's all you seen. It was amazing. I think it was a friend of his, and they was doing a live stream together, and all you seen the doll at the top of the shelf. I think Steve would tell you, and it moved slightly.
That's the one. This is the one.
Oh, is that the one?
That is the one. Simon James, who actually owned this, was on doing a live stream, and he was doing the conjuring with I've actually got the same book somewhere. Where's the book? I bought the same book that he had because I want to try it and do a little bit of conjuring myself, but it's going to kind of, I'm a bit concerned because it could be dangerous, and if I don't know what I'm doing, it could like really screw me up. But I've got the book somewhere. I don't know what done with the damn thing. But anyway, he was reading from certain parts of a book. He done a circle, he done some prayers, then he started like conjuring up the spirit, and you know, the light was off, but you could see what he's doing. And you know, I've even uploaded the original video, which I was able to download before he stopped doing the paranormal. And I'll tell you the reason why I stopped doing the paranormal at the end. But what happened is that when he was doing this conjuring, this doll was actually standing on top of a dollhouse, and next to her was like a piece of paper with some drawings on, which Simon done from either that book or another book, And when he was actually doing it, this doll was standing like that, and all of a sudden you see it go. It turns a quarter way round, then it stops, then it turns a little bit back, then stops. And that was caught on a live stream. And like,
previous
didn't have many people watching, but whoever was watching was bloody amazed. Now, Simon actually contacted me a couple of months ago and said, look, you know, I've got to get out of the paranormal, you know, I want to know if you want, you know, my gear. You know, the gear that you gave me, you know, the ghost box, the EM pump, you know, the other few things you gave me. You know, I want to give you all my dolls, maybe a few other bits and pieces. Do you want them? He goes, I don't want nothing for them. I said, yeah, okay, if you don't want them. I said, why don't you sell them? He goes, no. He goes, look, I know you, I like you, I want you to have them free. So I said, well, okay. So I did mention about the dollhouse, and he said, well, yeah, you can have that, but it didn't turn up because he didn't have a big enough box to actually put it in. I think he might have threw the dollhouse away, I don't know. But that is the original doll that moved on a live stream with Simon James.
My God.
And I've actually got her. Now, although I've had her for a few weeks, I've not got anything from her. I have got an EVP saying Hannah, but we've heard her name being mentioned on a ghost box several times, but I've not seen her move or anything. I think the reason why it moved, because when Simon was doing the conjuring, he conjured up some kind of like spiritual energy, which may have like took possession of the doll and made the doll haunted for that few seconds, because he actually did close the stream down by doing a cleansing prayer, you know, to remove negative energies or energy, you know. But this actually was haunted. I say haunted, but it was possessed by some kind of spirit to make it move, to make it, you know, like poltergeist activity in one way. So maybe he created some kind of like energy that created a poltergeist that made it move. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but this is the original doll. I've got the video. I can show this is the original doll. Even Simon James would back me up and say, that is the original doll. I don't need to lie, you know. I'm not lying. This is the doll that moved on Simon James. And as I say, the reason why he wanted to move everything out was because he wanted to leave the paranormal, because he's got himself a partner and they're expecting a baby next year. And they don't want the baby to be affected by anything paranormal. So that's the reason why he wanted to get rid of everything, because he wants to move on, leave the paranormal behind him, and just do his gaming and music.
And if I remember, you did a live stream with that doll, and I think, did the K2 meter fall over or knock down or something, standing all straight, and the next minute fall over?
I had her standing up in the mirror, and the K2 was actually just standing right next to her. And you could see the K2. Let me get this one. You know, the K2 was like that, and it had been standing up there for quite a while. And all of a sudden, you see the K2 meter go.
Oops.
It actually moved twice, and people said that K2 meter. Because I turned around and said, look, the K2 meter just moved. And it moved again. Because it was like that, straight, then it went. Why did it move? Was it, you know, is the spirit still attached to this doll, which Simon conjured up 2.5 years ago? You know, spirits do go dormant.
Exactly.
They don't do anything unless you like conjure them back up again.
They're not active 100% all the time. Exactly. That's right. They do go dormant. Yeah.
But I don't feel
sometimes.
No, I do feel that there is some kind of energy attached to her, spiritual energy, but it's not anything negative. I don't think it's negative. Because Simon wouldn't really, you know, do a negative kind of conjuring, you know, kind of thing. Yeah. And like, you know, this is, as I say, this is the original doll. And what I don't understand is that, you know, people with the true, real evidence that's captured on camera, don't get that recognition that they expect to. But, you know, when you've got ghost hunting programs like Most Haunted and, you know, Ghost Adventures and all that kind of shit, you know, you're watching it, and how often do they get any kind of like paranormal activity? Fuck all.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, and as I said, it's not trying to get the fame and fortune. If it suddenly starts, you know, jumping up and down and dancing, you know, whatever, and it goes viral, great, you know, kind of thing, you know, you might get that bit of fame, you know, you might get TV people come knocking on your door and, you know, interviewing you and asking them if they can see if it do it again. You know, spirits ain't going to like perform tricks when you ask them. They do it when they want to do it, if they have to do it, you know.
They're not a performing monkey or whatever, are they? A pony, aren't they?
So I've got.
If they're intelligent ghosts, intelligent spirits, you know, that's right. They do. It's on my terms, mate, not yours. I do when I want to.
No, I've got a few things I want to be doing in the new year, but I don't want to be telling people at the moment because I don't want people thinking, yeah, that's a great idea, and they go and get what I want to get and do it before I do. There's no harm in people copying and learning and trying their own experiments. Like as I said, I thought those tribal masks were me going to be doing the first ever kind of like tribal mask experiment with the paranormal, but I was wrong. Hunting the Dead done one before I did, and you know, someone turned around and said, "Oh, you copied him." No, I didn't copy him, so I didn't even know that he'd done it until I'd done a search on his website on his YouTube, and I did find one a couple of days later after I did my one. You know, how many people have tried doing a experiment with tribal arrows and spears, which I've got? No, because a spear and an arrow could have been used to kill an animal. You know, an animal spirit might be attached to it, or a human might have been killed by it. And, you know, part of that human spirit might be attached to it. I don't know. But I think I've not done anything with them. I just showed them. I put K2 meat on it for a little while, but I've not done a true experiment with them. But I will be doing it after Christmas. Probably Boxing Day or the day after. I'm definitely going to do something with them. And it doesn't matter if I get something with it or not. A few days later, I'm going to put the tribal masks and then the spears and arrows as like a grouping. And, you know, see if I can get anything with any of them. Because, like, I suppose if you've got energies from two different objects, maybe those energies can combine, and you know, you might get a little bit more activity with them. Because, like, you know, the masks, spears, arrows, you know, it's all African Maybe someone was wearing a mask. I'm not saying that these spirits come from the same part of Africa, but you know, it might kind of like attract a little bit more energy to it. And you know, I'm not saying I will, but I might get something off it. I might get K2 hits. I might get Ghost Box. Yeah. I might get EVPs. And once I've done, well, I'll do the arrows and the spears next week. When I've done them, I'm going to give a couple of 2 or 3 days break. You know, I'll still do my dolls, but then I'm going to bring them in with the mask and put them together and do another session. After that night, I'm going to stop doing those for a few more nights. I'm going to bring the Witch Doctor one in and do a complete stream with that one again and see if I get anything with that. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Then I'm going to actually do another one with the masks, the spears and arrows, and the actual doll, and have them all combined and see if I can think with that way. You see what I mean? So I'm going to be putting them all together eventually and trying to do one big kind of like paranormal stream of all of them together and see if it just generates anything, you know? Yeah. And I will be doing a little bit more with Hannah and her sister Cece. Cece was the doll that was standing slightly below her on Simon's stream.
We've got a few people in the chat room, Mark.
Ian Bennett just popped on. Oh, Nigel, Julie. I'm so sorry. I've been focused on Steve and Kieran there. Sorry. Just hello. The chat room now. I've been sort of changing out the pictures. What you're saying, the thing. I've been in the dereliction of juices, dear boys. I think. Hang on.
Hello, Carl. So, hello, Nigel.
Boo. Ian. You haven't got a brother called Gordon, buddy. Sorry. Ian, welcome, mate. Sorry, it's my silly jet there. Sorry. Welcome, Ian, and Nigel. And, forget my terrible humour there, Ian. Sorry about that. I've got a naughty step in a minute. There we go. Right. I'm just welcome them now, so you carry on there. Carry on, guys, amongst yourselves and talk there if you can. I'll back with you. We'll join you in a minute.
They all come to Steve.
Oh, wow. I do it so hopefully as well. You know. We're a platform for everybody. I know that. I don't care. Whatever, you know.
Yeah, I know.
For anybody, that's what it's for. It's a platform for them to talk. But Chris Horton on here from Coventry Earth. It was absolutely brilliant. It's a platform. That's exactly what it's for. We ask questions. Hopefully, we ask the questions that you know the ordinary Joe Wardley asks in the street. You know, the kind of thing. Hopefully, you know. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, special.
I appreciate you guys having me on here. I know I talk a lot, and if I do talk a lot, just say, "Hey, Steve, shut the fuck up," and I shut up. But when I come on here, it's not just.
Right,
you know, when I come on here. When I come on here,
you're too interesting.
When I come on here or any other channel, I always share the link out so I can get more people to come over and watch your stream or whoever stream I'm on, because I want them to see what you do and what other people do as well. You know, we're going to learn from each other. We're not going to participate on other people's streams.
That's right.
No, I'd rather have a lot of my people coming over and watching you. And, I have said to you guys, if you want to come on my stream one day, just let me know and I'll invite you if I'm doing the hangout. So I'd like you to come on my stream.
Oh, thank you. Cheers, mate.
I don't want to keep coming on your one and boring the shit out of you. I'd rather you come on and bore the shit out of me. Yeah.
But if you were, we'd say so. You don't, because you're interesting. That's it.
Well,
yeah. Well,
victim of your own success, mate. You're all right. Don't worry about it. You're doing fine. You're okay, mate. You're all right with us. You're welcome anytime because you're good. You're a great guest. You're a good guest.
Well, I know one night I might have bored you because you said, "Oh, I'm just going to go up go down to the bed and I'll get my laptop, and you never turn back up. You fucking fell asleep in the
That's it, Mark.
I thought, oh,
It's bad now.
bored,
It wasn't what he thought. It wasn't what it was. Like, I can't remember that. Nothing to do with you at all. Couldn't get the laptop to get started. It was
Kieran remembers, don't you, mate? Because I said,
yeah, definitely, yep.
Where's Mark? I thought he was coming back on his laptop. So I bored the shit out of him.
I had problems with this PC and I went down to try and get laptops, and that had the same. I'm having problems with it now. It's probably worse back then. Yeah.
So I thought, like, he's probably gone down to his bedroom.
It looks bad. Yeah, it looks bad. I must admit, yeah, it looks bad.
I was thinking he's probably gone to his bedroom, right? And he's probably thought, nah, fuck, I ain't going to go back on the stream. Steve's talking too fucking much. He's boring me. And he's probably gone to bed, you know. I'm thinking, well, maybe I did bore the poor guy.
It looks bad, but it was nothing to do with you at all. My internet talk is so shit. I couldn't get back. I had problems here, I think, and I went downstairs to get a laptop, and the same problem. Couldn't get back on. Fucking hell.
You should have came back upstairs. You probably got back on if you came back upstairs.
Possibly could have done, yeah. Well, both were playing it anyway, so yeah.
No, it's nice coming on people's streams and
No,
talking.
if I thought you were boring, I would have said so. No, I'm going. That's it. I'm saying that's it. No, because I'll be honest with you. Because I'll be honest. You know,
and say, hey, Steve, you're boring as shit out of me. Can you shut up for 10 minutes? And I'll shut up.
I think no, because I had the problems with the PC. It seemed playing up now. It was really bad that night. I couldn't get back on. I went down the laptop to try and get on there, didn't I? And it was both were playing up there. Maybe I should try the PC again at the time. You're right. Yeah, great.
I talk to Nigel and Julie on the private hangout sometimes with Albert and a few other people, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I probably bored fucking Nigel to tears sometimes. He just don't want to say, you know. You don't want to own up that I bored the shit out of him sometimes. But we do have, like, you know, good conversations about things. No, like,
it's probably too polite to say so, but bloody hell, you know, it's I'd be probably more for. I'd say so. No, that's stuff I'm going, but probably I don't know. Probably I'll be polite. I don't know, but I don't know. But you weren't boring. There wasn't nothing to do with you at all. Absolutely nothing. All Kieran, are they?
Hell, don't lie to me. I know when you're lying.
No, I've been on Steve's live.
You ain't gonna hurt me to say, Steve, you're talking too much. Shut the fuck up in a minute.
No, because I'm still having problems now with the talk now on Kieran as well. So
talk.
Yeah, you are.
Shit, mate. You wanna go?
Oh, shite! They really are. I had a really bad that night. That's what it was. Nothing to do with you at all. That's why I went down to just go to the laptop, try and get on again. I was playing up again. So fucking absolutely nothing to do with you. You're fine as a guest. You're great. You're welcome anytime.
Maybe
it looked bad. I know it looked bad. It did look bad. Anyway, I hope you have a great Christmas and New Year, by the way. You're always welcome on the show.
You know, I don't really celebrate Christmas anymore. I find Christmas
whatever. Yeah. That's fair enough.
When someone says Merry Christmas, mate, I say, humbug. Humbug.
Actually, hey, Steve, I feel like I'm occasional myself, mate. So I'm only doing it because of my family. That's all I'm doing.
I've got my
two friends.
I've got my two daughters and my son and my grandson coming around Christmas Day for a few hours, so that's going to be nice to see them.
That's right. That's great. That's family.
Christmas, so I can't afford to buy them anything, and they know I ain't got nothing. I think they're just happy to come around and see me and get a Christmas card, you know.
They got you, so that's their present. They got you, and they realise that. Don't worry about it.
No, I've got my grandson some bits and pieces, but not much, you know, kind of thing. But it's the thought that counts, I suppose.
They love it. They love it.
That's it.
I thought the actual you got out the effort and got a present. That's what matters, regardless of the cost, mate. Don't worry about it. You know that.
But I've got a few ideas I want to do next year.
Hey, I'm not mad at Christmas myself, so I'm kind of sort of yearning your kind of way, sentiment-wise. Loved it as a kid. There, I love Christmas. I tell you what, the presents and all. I loved it.
Oh, when I used to have money for Christmas presents, I never knew what to get anyone. You know, I was always worried that I was going to get something they don't like.
Yeah.
You know, I used to say, what do you want? Oh, I don't mind. Just get me anything. Well, no, I can't get you anything. I'd rather give you money than buy something you don't like, you know, kind of thing. And I used to give my kids money.
I give them vouchers now because they're possibly, if I give my nieces 50 quid each or 20, whatever, they're going to fish it away. If they give them vouchers, they can spend it, that's whether it's noodle, numbers or whatever, you know.
Yeah, but you got to find out what vouchers they want, and you know the thing is, if they don't use it behind the expiry date, you lose 50 quid. Then, don't you?
No, I think they did ask you what their favourite shops for these fashion wise. They don't look. So I did do because my niece said, but ask her wise. Ask what they. No, because I do that anyway. No, she mentioned that because I do that anyway. Do my homework and what you want voucher wise. Where do you spend your money for fashion? Because you know people like go to the shops and all that. And they asked, where do you shop for your clothes? New Look, right? That's it. Vouchers. Both of them satisfied. Problem solved. Right? Yeah. £25 vouchers each. Yeah. Each, like, yeah.
And Mark, one day you should go on Steve's live stream because you can see how many people comes on these hangout. I don't know if you can get about. I think it's about.
Love to do that.
I don't know if it's 10 or 7 you can get on a Google Hangout. I was amazed when I seen more people come in.
If I was doing a live stream right now, for instance, and I was on a hangout, including me, you can get 10 people on.
Yeah.
But having 10 people on, it can be a bit chaotic because you're talking over each other and you don't give each other time to, talk. So when you're asking a question or talking about something, everyone else jumps in and you just can't get your 2 cents in at times. I've had streams where I've not been able to talk at all because everyone's talking over the top of me and I'm thinking, and I'm sitting there on the side chat going, hey, this is my channel and I can't even fucking talk on my own hangout, Everyone's laughing on the side chat. I said, I'm going to close this down in a minute. And then when I'm sitting there going, oi, can I add my few words, And they suddenly all be quiet, and I say, "Thank you."
I know the feeling, Steve. I know the feeling, my friend.
And I said, well, thank you. Speak. Now I suppose you can carry on talking and just leave me at my own fucking conversations. It's happened.
No, sorry. I'll go back to Steve's view, Steve.
So when I do a stream, I don't have more than 4 or 5 people on sometimes. Maybe 6 in total, including me. But I won't have too many on because everyone just talks over the top of each other sometimes, But it'd be nice to have you 2 on there, and Nigel.
Strike a balance. Not too out there and let somebody give them talk, like, you know what I'm saying? But there again, you don't want somebody to not ask questions to be a monologue. You've got to interject and ask questions as well, of course. A balance is going to be struck there, of course, yeah.
There'd be, I'll probably get like Panther Paranormal one. She's a really nice person to talk to. She's Albert, Nigel. He can be funny sometimes, a pain in the arse as well sometimes.
Love it.
Albert's always talking about my cat and trying to get my cat to get on the bed so I'll shout at the cat. Like, stop, Albert. I don't want the cat on the bed. Stop getting her on the bed, And he still does it every fucking day, Albert. I'd like to have got Rusty Reporter on. I tell you would love Rusty Reporter, but he won't come on because of the drama shit. The drama takes him away.
Is that drama gamer?
Sorry?
Hang on, back a bit.
Is that Rusty a gamer?
Yeah, the gamer, Rusty Reporter, who does gaming. Now, he's come on and we've had amazing conversations, whether to do with like cities under the sea, Bigfoot Yeti, Abominable Snowman, Mothman, all we've spoken about. Urban legends. We've spoken about UFOs and aliens. We've spoken about the Slender Man and all different topics. He's a great guy. He's very, very intelligent. He knows what the hell he's talking about. And
I asked in a couple of live streams when you have been on with him, and yeah, you two do talk pretty good stuff when you're on there. You can talk about sci-fi, talk about UFOs, all different subjects. When he's on there, yeah, he is a good person to listen to when he's on there. Yeah,
he won't come on because of the drama shit, you know. He actually did go offline for about a year because of like personal problems, I think he said. But when he came back on, I was told that he was back streaming, but he wasn't doing the paranormal. And I went onto his channel. I said, "Hey, Rusty, why don't you come and talk to us? You know, come on the channel. Where you been? I'd like to know what's happening. You know, do a bit of a catch up." And he said,
"Yeah, you don't have to."
And he goes, "At the moment, Steve, I'm not really interested in going on anyone's stream because of the drama. That's what drove me away partly. But you know, give it time. I will probably pop on and say hello." And that's what he did. He started coming on and talking on the side chat, but he wasn't willing to come on the hangout straight away. But a few weeks later, we started coming on the hangout, and we was having a great time.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah.
And like, you know, he's a fascinating person. And even if Simon Jones was still in the paranormal, you'd love that guy. You know, he's very intelligent as well. You know, there's been times when me, Rusty, and Simon's had a great conversation between us all.
Yeah.
It's on your live stream then, Steve. Yeah, I'll pop in one time. Don't worry, mate. Yeah. That sounds interesting. Yeah.
Now, if I can get Rusty on,
brilliant. All area. Yeah.
You know, if you're not busy, I'll send you an invite. You know, but I don't know.
It can.
If I knew what days you were on and I could get him on there, I could send you an invite. And you can
we're not regular at the moment. So we're all over the fucking place. I'm trying to get the rain more. Two slots tonight. Slots a week. Sorry, nice. 2 slots a week. Sorry. whenever a set days. Usually it's kind of weekends, midweek. Sometimes it can be Mondays. We're trying to
getting ahead.
We're Kieran, aren't we? So we'll let you know when we. Yeah.
Well, if I do a on, I'll send Kieran a message through Facebook. And if he's around and you want to come on, you can come on, you know.
Oh, right. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate that.
Banging headache right now. You know, people say headaches, you know, could be spiritual, but headaches can be caused through illness, stress, anxiety. You know, sometimes it can be spiritual.
I felt migraines for 6-10 months, about 2013. I thought it was a brain tumor. I thought it was just what it was, stress causing migraines. That's what it was. Yeah. Check my eyes, everything. Tell me about it. Not for a year. Sorry, not longer than that. Yeah.
I had a CT scan when I broke my hand and I went to the hospital when I had that seizure.
Yeah.
They put me on the CT scan to like scan my brain to see what made me pass out. And they said, well, we didn't really see much in there, but it could be because of the stress, the anxiety that made you like have that seizure. Because stress does cause epilepsy.
Really?
Yeah.
I was getting visual disturbance in my eye. I was going to the hospital, my local university hospital.
I know epilepsy is more of a brain thing, but I did Google it and research it, and you can get epilepsy through to stress. That can be a trigger as well.
I was getting these kind of strange, jagged, kind of fluid, kind of bits of lights in the eye, right eye, and that was down to stress. I had some kind of stress in my eye, some ocular. I can't remember what it's called. Bloody hell.
Where's the cake in meat gone?
And Steve, if you got any friends who want to come on the Google Hangout tonight, you're more welcome to invite them.
Nigel, he's a funny guy. I don't know if he's still around, but
you could bring him on.
I've just been doing crazy stuff. I've been making my own little Ouija boards and stuff like that over the last few days. A4, A5, probably do some A6.
That probably look better if you what you call it? What's that thing called? Laminate it.
Yeah, I've got one over there.
Oh, you got one? Yeah. I reckon it'll look better in laminated.
Yeah, I've got like several here laminated.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See?
Laminated.
I've got laminated somewhere in my bed. I can find in my bedroom there somewhere.
Two that I've laminated.
Got a laminator. Bloody hell. That's good. Let's show that again. It's not that's what Ouija boards. Kind of Ouija.
I've been doing my own, like A4.
Yeah.
Because next year, what I want to do is do some giveaways.
I like that. They're good. I like those.
I want to give some giveaways, you know, for my own like designs and people have them free.
Your own designs. Sorry, did you say?
Sorry?
Did you say your own designs? Did you say? Sorry.
What I've done is I've downloaded a background image, then I put all the alphabets and like yes, no, and etc. Like this.
You built it from a downloaded image. You built it from a downloaded image.
Yeah, what I've done, I downloaded the background image of the cemetery in the moon.
Literally, yeah.
All the other stuff to it, you know.
And the background image you downloaded initially, then the only bits on. That's what you're saying, is it?
Yeah, I just added the bits on. I'm no good at graphics, but what I will do is I'm going to make some doll ones. I'm going to get several of my dolls, put them in a group, and take photos, and then make like a doll Ouija board.
Oh, nice.
And I was thinking of doing like photos of me dolls and putting the photos on eBay and just selling them for a couple of quid. Because I have to actually, I did do a little eBay search tonight for like haunted doll photos. And there's only a couple of people that I've seen doing haunted doll photos of original haunted dolls. And, they're doing them for like £14-15 each. I wouldn't charge that. I'll probably charge about £5 back. So I'm not here to scam people and make a huge amount of money, kind of thing. Although I have been called a scammer.
Really? Got 2 beers to go here. What's going on here, Mark? What are you doing, you drunkard?
Can't take him anywhere.
I know. Hey, if you come up with a neck of the woods, Steve, you're welcome anytime to go for a drink somewhere. But do it. Any investigations, we'll let you know.
I don't drink. Whatever,
whatever. We'll go after.
I don't drink lemonade or soda.
But you're still going to a restaurant, bar, or soda, whatever, isn't it? Restaurant, whatever, bar, whatever. It doesn't have to be alcoholic, of course.
I do drink like dark fruit cider. I like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll have like a lager shandy.
Yeah.
No, but I don't drink like spirits.
I'm not a big drinker. I like a couple of bottles of brown ale, 4 bottles of brown ale on the weekend. That's about it. 2
I sometimes used to drink lager on its own with my mate David when we were younger, but I stopped all that. No, there's one time when I was very young, in my early years, in my like early teens, went to a party and I got so plastered, man. How I got home, I can't remember. And the next morning I woke up and I could not stop throwing up.
My God.
I was like sick in that bathroom for well over half an hour, throwing up all my bloody beer.
Oh, God. We've all been there, mate. Don't worry about it.
And like, the thing is, they say there's supposed to be a saying: if you get drunk, the quickest way to get sober is to keep drinking.
Really?
No, for me, I couldn't have done that.
I don't get really drunk anymore. I get tipsy, and that's it. I just don't enjoy getting really drunk anyway.
I don't. Really. So
I'm not for about. I don't go out New Year's Eve to get plastered anymore for 15 years. So I just have a few beers at the house, the internet. We'll go out with Kieran, a few drinks here with his brothers or whatever. I'll go out with his brother. I think Kieran, that kind of thing, mate. We get to see like But those days in my 20s are long gone.
Yeah.
Tell you talk to you about, don't we?
They're the fun days, when you just go out and get plastered and try to chat the young chicks up, and you get your mate saying, "Hey, how about getting your girlfriend's friend or your girlfriend's sister to date me? And, you know, that happened a couple of times. And
we've all been there. That's right past it. Yeah. I've not been to a New Year's Eve. The proper New Year's Eve since 2003. I got sick and tired of the trouble. That's off completely. That's it. I'm not going ever again. That's it.
Over the last 3 years, I think it is, I've been going to like my nieces, where, you know, my 3 sisters, mum, my stepmum, go down to my niece Laura's, and they have like a gathering down there. You know, I try to take some food down to help, you know, contribute towards the food costs and stuff like that. I've been told that my daughter Jessica is going to go down there this year with my son, and my son's got a car, so, you know, they'd take me down there and bring me home, no problem. Over the last few years, I had to either get transport, you know, public transport, bus, tube, train, whatever.
Nightmare, mate.
You know, sometimes I had to get my sister either to pick me up or bring me home.
I
do like going there now, but I don't stay there too long. I sometimes get a little bit bored down there, you know, and I just want to get back home. But, no, we're going to go there again this year. I can't remember, it's bank holiday. I think it's Boxing Day. Boxing Day's after New Year, isn't it?
No, it's before. It's after Christmas Day, isn't it? So
I think, yeah, it's day after Christmas. I think it's
definitely.
I think it's Boxing Day we're going down. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask my sister Denise.
Yeah. I see family and friends. That's always nice to me. See family, friends at Christmas. Yeah, fair enough. Got the vouchers. Spend a lot then. I found out where they shop, so I did my homework there for a change. But there you go.
We've got paranormal people in the chat room, Mark.
Paranormal people, welcome. Welcome to the Madhouse. That is Coventry&Warwickshire Paranormal Talk Radio.
Hello, PP. Hello, paranormal people. Although I'm not actually seeing them on my chat. Oh, now I am.
Why's my mouse not working? Or is it paranormal nature? Or is it because it's not turned on?
I believe I've actually got them subscribed as well. Yeah, I have.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, I've got paranormal people subscribed.
Why is it not working? My end. Oh, here we go.
I don't know what happened to Nigel.
The Gremlins are playing tonight. Chat room. Who we got in the chat room? Sorry, again. Sorry.
Paranormal people.
Oh, well, welcome. A big welcome to.
So, you know, I don't know what's happening with the paranormal, to be honest. You know, it kind of dies down, then it kind of like comes back, then dies down. Anyway, and when people ain't helping by, you know, causing drama and faking shit, it's not doing the paranormal any good, and people just kind of lose interest in it sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a bloody shame. No, people need to stop this crap and just get on with their own stuff if they can't get along with anyone else. And I did say on my stream,
I agree.
Last night I did my one. People need to like sort their problems out with each other and get back working with each other, because I remember, you know, last couple of years I had a lot of people from different, you know, channels coming on Hangout, and we used to have a blast. You know, we used to have a good conversation about the paranormal. We was all doing ghost boxes and EVPs. Like, you know, I'd have someone on there and say, right, you know, you do your ghost box, do that for half an hour, then someone else can do something, then I'd do something. I didn't always like, because it's my channel, I didn't say, well, I'm going first. I let other people go first. Then I took my time a bit later, you know, and, you know, I used to get quite a few people on there, but because of all the drama shit, people don't want to listen to the drama. Sometimes drama themselves, and they want to know what's going on, and you might end up with more people viewing you. And I have proven that fact. But, you know, when when the drama's going on, some people don't want to see it, and if it keeps continuing, they're going to say, well, sod this, you know, if your channel's going to be nothing but drama, I ain't going to come and watch it anymore. And you start losing subscribers and viewers, and, you know, you start getting a shitload of thumbs down. It's just ridiculous, man. Like, you've got 5 thumbs down and 7 thumbs up. I put my thumbs up. Why are they putting thumbs down? If they don't like your channel, don't fucking come to the channel.
What they on there?
Come to the channel. But the thing is, I did say it doesn't matter they thumbs up or down. Whoever comes to your channel, they're still viewing it for those few seconds when they put the thumb down. So thank you for the haters and the thumbs down.
They're classic viewers, yeah, the easiest. You did us a favour. Yeah, sorry.
I don't mind if people have their thumbs up or thumbs down.
I don't mind.
Just one of those.
Some people get upset about it.
More than I thought.
You know, I'm not disrespecting Rose. I'm sort of at Rose at the moment, but Rose is sometimes always moaning about the thumbs down. I just keep saying, ignore them. Ignore the thumbs down. You've got to realise that every time they come onto your channel, they're viewing it for those few seconds. They're doing views.
Yep.
It don't bother me. This goes over my head. You get it all
wasted 2 mouthfuls there. They're on the floor now. So, not used. Somebody else.
One of my favourite movies is going to be on in a minute, but I won't watch it. I'll stay a bit longer. But Dog Soldiers is coming on TV in a minute.
I got distracted. I'm all the way on there. So.
Now, if I remember right, Steve, that's a horror, if I remember rightly.
Dog Soldiers is about werewolves in Scotland.
I don't think I've seen that one, then.
A routine military exercise in Scotland turns into a nightmare for a small group of soldiers when the full moon rises.
Oh, that's it, when they get locked in the cottage or something.
Yeah.
I know what you're... Yeah.
I've seen that movie a dozen times, and I just love watching it. You know, I like it when he's picked that sword up and he's down in the basement. He's the last one. And, you know, that fucking ex-military bloke.
Yeah.
He's got the sword through him, and he's trying to put the sword through that other military's face, you know, through his teeth.
That's it. Yeah. I know which one you're about now.
Yeah, but I like that. You know, I've got it on, you know, I still stay here. You know, I don't have to have the sound on. So, you know, you got me for a little bit longer. If you want me,
yeah. We got Steve longer, yeah. We don't mind.
Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to
That's all.
I'm going to shut up for 5 minutes because I need to go to the bathroom and I need to make a cup of coffee.
Oh, carry on. You're doing great.
I'll be back in 5 minutes after I've been to the loo and made my coffee.
So, okay, mate. See you then.
Carry on.
Okay, see you back then, Steve. All right, mate. Cheers, mate. That's it.
Top guy.
Good film. I don't understand that. Good film. Yes.
What's that, Mark?
The panel people are from Lancashire because we got people from across the globe. We got obviously Europe, UK, US, and predominantly US and UK, and some people in the chat room from the US as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant. These people, the people who's tuned in the chat room and who's listening, taking their time out to listen to us.
Thank you.
All I can say is thank you for tuning in.
Every time you stars, we do appreciate all the, even the likes, the people. You got the people, 7 people watching now, and other people who like the page and the chat room. The 7 watching now, does that correspond with the chat room? I don't know. More or less, who cares? Thank you anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good show. I think good show, Tom. I'm glad we did it. Go for it, yeah. I'm saying, Kieran, now get a guest on. Get a guest on now. That make a big difference, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we'll once we keep doing the hang of it, because, like you say, he's still a bit ring rusty. on and off every few weeks. Or
if we do it twice a week on a Wednesday or a Saturday, Friday, whatever, you know.
Something like
I'm
that.
more familiar with the Google thingy bob, whatever, you know.
Well, we ain't going to get no guest until after the Christmas period anyway.
That's what I said. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Try and get Chris on. Chris is pretty good. I bet he's very good to his face. He talks to anybody. He's a very humble, decent man.
That is Chris.
He didn't realize how good he is, how fucking brilliant he is. He's so humble and down to earth with it. He's just
Matt,
that's him. That's him. Like, sorry.
Matt, just in case the people who are wondering who you're on about, Chris Holton, you can.
Chris Holton of Haunted Earth, by the way. Sorry, we're on there. Just momentarily forgot.
Because some people might not have heard of them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Chris Holton of Haunted Earth. Anyway, that's what we were referring. A good friend, Chris Holton of Haunted Earth. That's who we were. I've got 8 watching that. I think 7. Chris Holton of Haunted Earth. Check his Facebook page out and his channel on Amazon. But you have to subscribe to Amazon to do that. So no, but he has stuff, I think, from pre-2014, which is on YouTube. You can check out his material there. Anything post 2014 or 15, I can't remember exactly. Anything post a certain date is now transferred to Amazon. Anyway, his Amazon channel, yeah, which you have to subscribe to every month, isn't it? I think is that monthly subscription. I believe, Kieran, yeah.
Yeah,
I've got a question for you, yeah? All right.
Hello, Steve.
All right. I've got a question for you. What is your main interest in the paranormal?
Ooh. Bloody hell.
That's not a half question.
You're straight in there, you know.
What's drawn you to the
virtual? What? Of course, this.
Finding out the truth.
Yeah, that's good.
Finding is it something when you die? Is it an afterlife out there? If you know what I mean.
My main interest in the paranormal is probably just finding out ghosts in general and the true things. Exactly. I could probably go on Kieran's there, really. Yeah.
Basically,
is that to people? Is that to people in the chat room as well? Yeah, that's just to us two. Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
not really. But you know, I know people out there trying to seek the truth. But have you two ever experienced anything paranormal or supernatural? Have you seen?
Well, glad you asked. I think I did tell. Did I tell you and Kieran that blue wispy mist at the bottom of my bed? Sky blue. I can't explain that. That's weird. I saw it as well. I thought, no. What's happening there? It just blue wispy shapeless mist just disappeared in the wall. That's just light blue was. That's all I remember. Yeah.
The only thing
in my room where I am now. Yeah.
Whether
it's Steve or Kieran, I don't know, mate. What did you do?
I've heard some amazing stories, but the thing is, some people would make an amazing story up just to make you believe it, and it's never happened. You know, if you pure evidence, proof that you've seen anything or captured anything on camera, and that's really compelling. You know, that is on the notch kind of thing. But when people turn around, in lockdown, you don't think I'm calling a lie, but when someone turns around and says, well, like yesterday, I walked into the kitchen and I saw a lady standing there and she looked at me and suddenly disappeared.
Yeah.
You know, that's going to be an amazing story to like possibly believe, but how do we know if they're telling the truth or not, you know?
A lot of us can be just one day wispy, it could be always a wispy mist like I've seen. I just wish I could. If I had a camera at the time, just managed to catch it, it'd be brilliant. But again, it's there's people who think, is it paranormal or is it fake? For I don't know, but I saw something there. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Well, mine would be not seeing things, but things flying off, like falling off, like say something on a microwave. The next minute, flying in the air, landed on the floor. But I can't say that was definitely paranormal.
You mean like poltergeist activity?
Yeah, I don't get it all the time, but now and again, certain objects in my property, things just go flying or drops on the floor, and no one's nearby there, and I can't understand how it goes from A to B, and no one's nearby there. Or
you know, not doubting you, don't get me wrong, but then people say, well, have you tried debunking it? Do you live near a busy roadway? You know, do lorries and buses go past there? Could it be vibration that's knocking it down? But when it's actually being thrown across the room, then yeah, you know, you can't say, well, hang on a minute, a bus just gone past and the vibration threw something, you know, like 10 feet across the floor. No, the vibration would just knock it on the floor. You know,
like I say, I can't say it's definitely paranormal. I just can't explain how it gone from top of a microwave, landed on the floor, because you physically had to grab it and move it.
Yeah,
like an empty cat, and I don't know how that like flew.
See, they're saying that every house is haunted, you know, even if you believe it or not. And another saying is that every person that lives in each room, so if you got one person, you got 5 spirits that is in that room with that one person. If you've got 2 people in that room, you've got 10 spirits. You've got 10 people in there, you've got 100 spirits. And if you've got like 10 rooms with 10 people, that's 1,000 spirits. Now you've got to realise that, you know, thousands of years, you know, people have been living on this planet, and millions of people have died. Where have all those spirits gone? Have they gone to heaven? Have they gone to hell? Are they trapped in limbo? You know. So I do believe that every house is possibly haunted, although we don't think it's haunted. We don't want to believe it's haunted. But I do believe like, you know, every house does have some kind of activity, if you want to believe it or not. But the thing is trying to prove it. The thing is trying to prove it. And that's why I put CCTV cameras up. There's 2 reasons I put CCTV cameras up in my house, my flat. One, because I did do a little research when I moved in here, and you know, years ago, this area used to have a little bit of crime around it, like, you know, especially the 2 houses across the house, the road, the 2 haunted houses had a lot of like drugs dealing, prostitution, a couple of people who got killed in there, robberies around here, you know, attacks, but it kind of all calmed down over years, and those houses ain't there no more. And that's where I got that rocking chair from one of those houses, you remember. But that's one reason I've got CCTV in here, for protection. So if anyone broke in, you know, it'd be caught on camera and it can be used against them if it ever, you know, was needed in the court of law. But I also bought it because, like, when I moved in here, that living room I did not feel comfortable in, and I always wanted to find a way of actually capturing anything that may be paranormal, whether it being orbs or, you know, because I used to use a mobile phone and I used to catch a load of orbs when I was in temporary accommodation. But I wanted like a static camera, and I thought, well, let's get a CCTV. I put one in the kitchen, one in the hallway, one in here, and one in, you know, like the living room. And someone actually said to me, well, how do you know that, you know, spirits are going to want you to catch them on camera? They might not want to be captured on camera. Well, as soon as I put CCTV, you know, DVR in the living room, I was getting crazy stuff happening straight away. You know, I seen orb activity, I was in shadows, you know, crazy stuff. You know, so much orb activity was unbelievable. And some people turn around and say, well, you know, that could be dust. Nah, these weren't dust. You know, these were proper orbs. And then, like, you know, later on, I upgraded from the 4 channel to 8 channel. And, you know, as Kieran's seen on my channel, I've had some amazing things happening here.
Yeah, you got your top 10, I think, video, what you're doing, and somebody's done it. Yeah, and you see all them.
Rusty was the one who done that. Rusty was the one who actually made the top 20 video for me. Yeah, it's top 20.
Check your YouTube page out. You subscribe. I think I have subscribed to your page, Steve. I think I've. You should check it out. I think I may have done so already. I can't remember. I've subscribed to so many pages. I've lost track. I'll check you out, I think.
You've done the top 20 for me, and you can see just some of the activity. That's just like a fraction of the activity that I've caught in here. You know, I've had partial apparitions flying across my damn head. And it's been caught on camera, you know, on live streams. When I'm live streaming, someone said, "Did you see that just go across your head, Steve?" I said, "Yeah, I think I just saw something." And something actually went across my head, and it looked like a bloody arm floating across my head.
Great.
You know, little Mary, black apparition in the living room, the white one in the kitchen. You know, a golf ball actually being picked up and thrown at me from a cupboard, well, a little side table kind of thing near the living room door. I was in the living room doing a Ouija board session, and that golf ball just levitating through, you know, it's thrown at me. And I've got up and I tried to debunk it, saying, like, you know, maybe it fell down. And I was banging around, jumping up and down to see if it would fall down. When it did eventually fall down, it just fell down and dropped about 5 yards, and that was it. But when the golf ball, you know, I tried looking back. I couldn't see it being levitating, thrown, but something probably like got the golf ball and just went like that and whacked it over at me. I've had the Bible being knocked down. I've had a 45-minute video of some entity being captured on my Connect camera in the kitchen. 45 minutes. And it's when I've gone in there trying to like find out where it was. As soon as I put my hand near the Bible on the kitchen sink, it disappeared. And I think that might have been the longest ever capture of an entity on an Xbox Connect, because I've not seen anyone else with that kind of evidence. But people turn around and say, well, you know, it could be a glitch. Yeah, so it could be a glitch, but you know, a glitch couldn't be sitting there for 45 minutes. You know, and that is on the top 20. You know, it's just that Rusty took a small clip out of it. You know, I've had my door rattling at night time, you know, the handle. There's a time which I never did get a recording of it because I was just doing my normal stuff. I wasn't doing a stream. I went in the kitchen, I was making a drink, and I could hear something rattling. And it sounded like coming in the hallway. So I opened the kitchen door and I was standing there. And I looked at the living room door and the handle was going like that. And I went, if that's a spirit mucking around my door, can you make that rattle a little bit more? And it started going. I said, right, hang on a minute. Make that rattle really hard as if you're going to open the door. And it rattled so loud, I thought that door was going to open. I went, okay, thank you, stop. You're scaring me now. And it suddenly stopped. And I mean, it stopped. It didn't happen again. And I've had things happen, you know, when I'm sleeping. You can feel the pressure of the bed as if someone's sitting down at the bottom of the bed. I've had the sheet actually pulled off me. I've had, which is really, really weird, being woken up as if someone's kissing me on the cheek.
Oh, God.
And it ain't the cat, because the cat's always in the hallway when I go to bed. Unless if I'm not going to bed till about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'll let her stay in here. And I won't bother chucking them out. But that particular night, she was out in the hallway. And, you know, I woke up in the morning feeling someone's leaning over kissing me. I thought, whoa, that's crazy. Well, thank you very much for that, but that kind of like freaked me out a little bit. But I do appreciate it.
Take anybody out, Steve.
I've had so much weird stuff happen to me in here. People may believe it, they may not believe it. Even with the proof, you know, the actual captures, people just turn around and say, well, you know, it could be fake, you know, could have done some kind of video editing. How can you fake stuff when it's raw live streaming?
Exactly, yeah.
You can't be putting stuff in to a live stream video. It's not possible. You know, some crazy crap's happened here, man. And I'll be honest with you, some of it is scared. Some of it, especially that black apparition, after we've done the murder mysteries and unsolved cases of Sandra Bland, Elizabeth Tate, the Black Dahlia, and Alicia Lamb. After we'd done those three, you know, I must have pulled out, you know, conjured up so much energy. You know, we was doing a stream one night and my Wi-Fi cameras, brand new Wi-Fi cameras, just shut off. And luckily enough, my webcam was facing the big screen TV where all the cameras were, you know, tuned into. As soon as the Wi-Fi camera came back on, great big black mass in front of my camera, only for a second or two. And Perry, Pumpkinhead Paranormal, was able to do a frame by frame. I've asked him if he's still got it, but I've not got back. You know, he's not got back to me. But he did a frame by frame, and that blackness started. Well, that black bulk started off like with a mist, and it got thicker and thicker, and from that mist, it formed itself into a humanoid shape. You can actually see it strolling a few steps across the living room. Then it goes back into that light mist and disappears, as if someone's just came through a portal and exited again. You know, it's like someone walking through the door. It was crazy, I tell you, and that really did scare the hell out of me for, you know, a day. And it's only because, like, I was again in the kitchen making coffee. I thought, well, that did scare me, but that's the kind of shit that I really want to capture, because that's pure evidence. That's proof that something does exist, either in the spirit world or another dimension. But people still say, oh, possibly fake, you know. You know, the video's there. People can take the video down and strip it apart. They can see that it's not faked. You can see, you know, I was even here at the time. So how can I fake something in another room when I'm sitting here in my bedroom? You know, and so I've got so much crazy stuff happening. You know, I'm surprised I've not been on no TV fucking show, you know. Not that I'm desperate to get on a TV, but, you know, if someone came up to me and said, oh, can we do like an interview with you? I'm not going to turn it down. You know, that's what we're here for, to seek the truth, you know, try to get that evidence. And one of these days, someone's going to get so much crazy, you know, evidence, you know, it's going to blow the whole world away. But the thing is, if someone was to capture something, you know, like a full-blown apparition, appears and starts talking and then suddenly disappears, and, you know, people get hold of the video and they try stripping apart and they can't find nothing tampered with, and they say, yeah, you know, that is pure evidence. You know what? I reckon the government is going to creep in and say, hey, we can't let you be showing that, because, like, you know, it's going to scare the public.
You're not thinking hypothetically, if that could may happen one day. Not hypothetically. Like, you know.
Time someone is going to catch us something amazing. No, we capture things every day, you know, like dolls.
They're rare, aren't they?
You know,
full-blown apparitions, though, Steve. They're so rare, aren't they? So,
it is rare. It's rare.
Yeah.
It's rare.
EVPs. They're rare.
Well, someone was actually discussing about EVPs the other day, which I kind of like half agreed and disagreed. You know, because someone was talking about an EVP recorder, and they said, if you turn the sensitivity down, all the way down, you know, one slight noise makes it sound like you're hearing something like if someone's talking. Now, I've actually done some experiments myself. I've got a recorder and I've brushed a static on my jumper shirt or whatever, even on my jeans. And when I've done it and it's close up to the mic, it actually does sound like someone actually replying to you, talking to you on the recorder. But it could just be, spirits use different forms. Static. Static is a form of electricity. It's energy to them. And if they can use that energy, they're going to talk to you. An EM pump, that's generating EMF. Your lights, your cookers, it's all knitting and an electronic kind of energy. And the spirits can use that energy. Even when we're our body motion, our talking is generating energy, and they can use that energy.
Good point. Good point.
Like Ian has actually just showed the link. Real Ghost caught my DVR while streaming. So there's the link there. Of the black apparition. Thank you for that, Ian. The black apparition. You can see it on my full screen TV, top right, the first camera. 2-minute video. Well, I took it down and uploaded a separate file. No, but the thing is, you can get that most appealing piece of evidence, and you're going to get the skeptics trying to run you down and slag you off and say, "Nah, that ain't real. It ain't real. It ain't real." Even some of the skeptics nowadays have now turned around and started believing some of the stuff. Where you gone?
No, I'm still here. Sorry. Yeah, it's true what you says. You ain't going to please everyone. You're going to get the non-skips, and so do you know what I mean? You ain't going to please everyone. It's going to some people be out there going that whatever you try to show evidence or this, that, and the other, they're always going to say this, that, and the other. If you know what I mean. Some people don't believe in that.
I can't think of the guy's name, but there's a guy in the UK who does his own radio stations, and he goes out on investigations, and he was a true skeptic person until one day something happened and it affected him in some way that he's no longer a skeptic. I can't think of what his bloody name is now, though. But he goes on to certain channels and talks about them. He goes on certain locations with very well-known UK groups, and anytime they heard something or thought they saw something, he turn around and say, "No, that could have been this, that could have been that," and that's what I think. It's good for the paranormal. When you've got people who are skeptical about it, but when something actually happens to them, like it did with him, it turned him into a fucking full believer. And he just couldn't fathom out what happened. It surprised him as well as the people he was with. It's like he was a full skeptic, and suddenly something happens one particular day, and the next minute he's a believer. And he'd been a skeptic for years.
Just won him over then, really.
I can't think of the guy's name. I know he does a radio station in the UK.
Yeah.
No, he's been on my stream a couple of times, and he's been on other people's streams. I can't think what his bloody name is.
It's good though to have a skeptic in the group because it balances it out of you know what I mean.
I know he had a beard and a moustache, but I can't think what his bloody name is. But yeah, it's as I say, it's always good to have the skeptic in with your group. If I was to get a proper group up and running, the type of people I would like is Yeah, was saying if I was to get another group together, yeah, I'd like to have a skeptic. I'd like to have a psychic medium. I'd like to have someone, you know, with real spiritual power, like a priest or something, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'd like to have someone who can deal with exorcisms, in case, like, we go to a residential and someone believes that they are kind of like possessed or something. I like, you know, technical people, you know, who have technical experiences and setting up equipment. That's the kind of group I'd like to have. You know, the people I've had in my group is like my nephews. I used to do stuff with Pete Paranormal Man. Not done nothing with him for years now. You know, the first time I went down his house, poltergeist happened to me. Fucking tin can flew off the shelf at me. Then half an hour or so later, same tin can and several items flew at me. So Pete Paranormal Man, his son Peter and his daughter, they used to come out and do investigation with us. Simon James, you know, as I say, he's been down here and done investigations. I've not really been able to get out and do investigations with any other groups, which I'd like to do. It's just like, you know, I don't drive, it's cost. You know, if people are willing to come down and pick me up and take me locations. I've done stuff with Steve Cooper, the one who does the coop boxes, ghost boxes. He used to come down and pick me up and take me to locations and then bring me home. And, you know, I offered him petrol money, but he refused it, which I appreciated. And if I could get someone close to me who was into the paranormal, and they had the same interest and had a car, you know, I'd like to go out and do more investigations with them and, you know, help towards the cost of the fuel, you know, kind of thing. But no one is really interested, I don't think.
Well, that's the problem. I try to go down the proper route, because they always say before you do anything, try to join a group, get a bit of experience, then do something like that. But I try doing my local group, but then my local groups, they've got so many bodies in there, they don't want to upset the balance by newcomers coming in, so you sort of got thrown out. And this is how me and Mark started. We just took on our own and watching other people see how they do things, and that's the only way how we done it.
Right into my YouTube. Something's happened to my YouTube again. Oh, bloody thing. YouTube. Oh, there we go. Paranormal.
Don't know where Mark's gone. He's disappeared again. Oh, God.
Probably falling asleep or his internet's falling offline or something. I told you I'd get boring. Mark, I told you, if I talk too much and I bore you, just tell me to shut the fuck up, you know, and I'll shut up.
No, you're all right. I don't know where he's gone. I didn't know where he went until I just checked out the Hangout now, and I sent him a new link just in case he did say he was having problems with Talk or something like that.
I can't stand Talk. You know, when I first moved in here, I had Talk, and the internet sucked so badly. I had to go with BT. BT was the only other, but now they got Virgin Internet, and they came around knocking on my door a couple of months ago, offering me a service. I said, well, thanks, but I just opened a new contract with bloody BT. Now, if you was here 2 months ago, I would have snapped up. You know, I said, yeah. Because when I was married and I was living in Colliers Wood, you know, I had Virgin Media, and I was getting, you know, up to 60 to 80 megabit connection. Now, I could download a movie within 30 seconds. I can upload a video within like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But if I do like If I do a stream offline and I upload it, it can take up to 5 to 10 minutes to upload a damn video. With Virgin Media, it only took about 30 seconds. So when my contract runs out on this one, I'm going to go over to Virgin.
Would that be underground?
Yeah, it's underground. Fine.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Fibre optic.
Yeah, because that's who I'm with at the moment. I'm with Virgin. I get about 100 megs.
Yeah, they got. I think they do up to 200 meg now or something.
Yeah, they do. I could get that if I wanted to. It's only a couple of pence extra. I don't know why I ain't done it yet, but I should really do it to improve the internet even more.
Welcome back, Mark. I told you I'd bore you, didn't I?
Just when you did there, I know idea what happened there. Just went off. So some connection wasn't safe or some shit.
Yeah,
Come up, I don't know.
Talk crap.
I know what game you would like, Steve, because you're a gamer, ain't you? Because you like your games. I think you would like Euro Trucker 2.
No,
you got no picture, no. Years ago, got real me.
I can't hear you, Mark. You're breaking up really. Mark, you broke up really bad there. You sounded like a Dalek.
Exterminate. Oh my God.
Oh, now you sound a bit
What's
better.
happening here?
Oh, there you go. Now you sound better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Am I okay?
Yeah, what do you say?
Yeah, you're fine.
I can't make a picture of that. Error, some error come up, man. Sync isn't working. What's that mean?
I found that sometimes if you don't
This is
clear
so
the
mean.
internet catch, you don't clear the junk off your computer, that lags your internet connection. So I use CC Cleaner, I use System Mechanic, and I use Advanced System Clear. And I clear my computer at least twice a day. From all the
Oh, it's probably your network who you're with, Mark. That's the problem, the network, what you're with.
You mean for to I swear.
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah, because you was going to go. I think you said you was going to go after which contracts ran out. You're going to go with BT or something.
Yeah, the new year. I've had enough of them. I think. Well, depending on where they have near the end of the contract, I pay less to buy it out. That's
The BT is better than fucking Talk. I tell you anything. But if you can get Virgin, it's even better. When my contract
Virgin's even better.
Virgin. Can't beat Virgin. Virgin's one of the best internet providers out there.
They must say anything better than Talk, mate. I love them. They come to me. They actually took over my company. Spoiled up. I was with Tesla Broadband originally when I came.
That's it. That's
they gobbled it and swallowed it. I think it was a question of them coming to me. I come to them, going to them. They come to me. Unfortunately, I was Tesla Broadband, and they swallowed the company up. Part of Talk. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, fucking right. The big fish swallowed the little fish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some brown ale at the moment, which from courtesy of Aldi. Sorry about that.
How can you be drinking this time of night? That's why people, There was one that I was talking to. I can't remember. I was talking to someone a few months ago on my live stream. Oh, it was a couple of days ago. It's Nigel. He's talking about drinking beer, and I thought, how can you be drinking beer at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning? Oh, easy. Just open the bottle and shove it down your throat. I thought, God, I can drink your boy at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I don't really drink.
Yeah.
I don't drink. I might drink like some cider I might drink, you know, a lager shandy. Christmas time or New Year, you know, if I go somewhere and they've got like a Smirnoff or something like that, then I may have a Smirnoff. But I don't really celebrate Christmas or New Year, you know. I don't have them funds to buy alcohol. So I don't drink at all, really, to be honest with you. You know, when I used to do fishing, you know, I used to meet up with a lot of my mates and, you know, we used to go over the common, do some fishing and take some beers over and then just sit there and chill out. But I used to drink that black fruit cider because my mate actually gave. I had some like Fosters. I don't mind the odd Foster at time. I took a couple of Fosters over, and my mate was drinking the black fruit cider, and I said, "What's that like?" He goes, "Do you want one?" I said, "Well, you got a spare one? I'll trade you." He goes, "No, just take one." So I took one, and it was quite nice actually, and he kind of got me hooked onto it. So 4 cans of black cider, dark fruit cider, is around about $4.99, I think. But you can get a different brand similar to it in Lidl's for, I think, $2.69 for 14s. And you know, sometimes I might buy 14s and just bring them home, and you know, have the odd can whenever I feel like having one. But I've not had one for months.
Strumpy cider. Yeah.
Yeah, that used to be too strong.
That
used to be too strong for me.
Very strong. I can't remember. Some of those strumpy.
It's like apple cider.
Can't go back years there.
Scrumpy cider's like apple cider.
Well, it's cider apple, isn't it? It's from apple ciders from apples. That's right. Yeah. It's a specific cider apples, isn't it? They ferment it from it.
You know what I was trying when I went to America, but you know I was in the wrong part of America. You know, we went to California, but I was hoping to go to the more southern part where the older hillbillies used to go. You know, live. And you know their moonshine is like whoa. One sip would blow your fucking brains out. So yeah, if you're not used to it. And I have heard stories where people have like gone to a friend's house and they've made some moonshine and one sip, whoa, they're that cold because it's so strong. You know, it's like 500% or something. You know, it's not like, you know, when you go and get a beer and it's only like, 6% alcohol. You know, this is pure alcohol. 100% fucking pure. And you know, the hillbillies are bought on it.
That's what nice thing. It's only 2 weeks. That's just very nice, pleasant. I'm not a whiskey or spirit drinker at all. You know, I like the odd triple of. I like the glass of sparkling wine. You know, whether a Cava or a Prosecco or champagne. You know.
I've tried champagne. I've never liked champagne.
Whatever.
Yeah, I like that. It's not really a alcohol. It's like a fizzy kind of like fizzy wine kind of thing. And you know, I used to drink that sometimes. It wasn't like strong. It's only like a couple of percent, like 2% alcohol, and it's like very fizzy.
Yeah.
I used to drink that quite a lot, but I stopped drinking that for some reason.
Yeah.
But I'm not really a person who drinks a lot of alcohol, and I don't smoke, don't take drugs or nothing like that. Otherwise, I'm a good little boy, kind of thing. But
I stopped smoking 15 years ago. 15 years, yeah. November 2003. That's the last cigarette, yeah. Not bad.
I started smoking when I met the missus. She said I don't like smoking. Whole packet of cigarettes, and goes, I don't like smoking. I like people who smoke, so I just got them, throw them in the bin.
You never smoke, no? You never smoked them, no? Originally, yeah.
No, go on, like, how much is a packet of cigarettes now? You're talking like £8 a packet of 20. I remember when I was young and I was working in a sweet shop near the asylum. You know, some of the mental patients used to come down and they couldn't afford a whole packet.
Yeah.
So the owner used to like open a packet and sell cigarettes singly to the patients for like 10p a cigarette or something, you know. But, you know, in them days, a packet of 20 cigarettes used to be like £1.50. Look at the price now. You're talking about £8 a packet. And there was supposed to be... I did read,
10p or special.
I did read an article last year that the government was going to put a whole packet, of cigarettes, a packet of 20 cigarettes, up to like £15 a packet, and like a whole packet, like 200 cigarettes is going to be like £200 or something, and then that'd go for a little while, and then like around about 2025, apparently the government is going to ban smoking throughout the whole UK. So all the smokers that smoke, they ain't going to be able to smoke unless, like, black market kind of thing, and they hide them. But if you get caught smoking, it's an arrestable offence and could end up in jail in 2025.
So it'd be a civil offence, not a criminal offence. What, they're criminalised smoking, man.
Yeah, they're going to criminalise it in 2025, apparently. That's what I'm sure. That's what I've read. Criminalise smoking, ban smoking throughout the whole of UK.
Yeah.
Now look what they've done so far. You can't smoke on buses. You can't smoke on trains. You're not even allowed to smoke on a railway platform now. You can't smoke in clubs, pubs, restaurants.
Yeah. No.
Unless they've got a section.
2007, right? Wasn't it? 2007, the ruling, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember it very well. Yeah.
They won't stop tobacco. They will still sell it because they know they can make profit on tax. Same like fuel. It's the two biggest thing. Alcohol, fuel, fags. They won't ban none. Well, they banned it in smoking, but they won't ban like selling it.
How much do you think on cigarettes and on the alcohol? Come on.
I think what they done
a big chance to make a nice bit of some nice.
I think what they would do, they won't ban it completely. They ban, they'll say that, if you're going to buy cigarettes and tobacco, you smoke it in your own home. But if you're seen smoking out on the street and get caught smoking on the street, then, you'll be arrested and you'll pay a fine and possibly prison term as well. With clubs and pubs, that's indoors. Maybe they can allow that, if they decide to do it. Because you can still buy cigarettes in pubs anyway, and cigars and stuff. But you can only smoke in certain parts of like pubs and restaurants and cafeterias and stuff like that. But I do state that 2025 they're going to ban people from smoking, out on the streets.
Yeah.
But they won't ban tobacco, like you say, indefinitely. You can still buy it, but if you're going to smoke, you've got to smoke it in your own home.
Yeah.
They're trying to ban anything. They're trying to tell you what to eat, what to do, what this, that, and that. But it's ridiculous. If they want more people to eat more healthy food, lower down the price on the healthy goods then. And probably people will buy more healthy stuff, so they're buying a cheap option and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, but the thing is, people can't afford the stuff that nowadays. Like, I was watching a video the other day. When you go and buy some fish in, like Lidl's or Tesco's or something, that's not pure fish. It's bits of different types of fish, all kind of grinded up and then compressed to make it look like, it's proper fish. Especially like tin salmon. You know, that's not pure salmon. That's bits of salmon and other fish, all kind of like scraped together and compressed to make it look like salmon. What else was it? Like sausages and beef burgers. Beef burgers ain't pure beef. It's bits of like chicken, beef, pork, rabbit, you know, all bits of leftover meat that's been collected together and like just mushed up and compressed into a burger.
Well, it didn't do trigger no harm out of only fools and horses. he beat every day.
Yeah. Oh God. No, I don't know. You just don't know what you're eating half the time. No, someone actually mentioned about the tap water. You know, our tap water is clean. You know, our tap water is not clean, as they say. Is they got, you know, they got stuff in there. They got chemicals in our water. Now, I used to boil the water all the time, but I've got so fed up, keep waiting for the water to boil and then like start cooling down before I can have a cold drink of water. I thought, now stop this, and I start drinking out the tap again.
Yeah.
And you know, all these bottles are so-called spring water. It's not spring water. It is tap water.
Out from the tap.
It's tap water with a few chemicals in to make it taste different. So if you go out and buy 4 different types of water, you will taste a slight difference in each bottle because it's a different type of chemicals they use to fool you.
So none of them are spring water at all then? None of them are spring water at all then, Steve? Yeah.
Well, the person I was talking to, I think it was Nigel. I think it was.
It has to be spring water.
You know, all the spring water that's supposed to be, you know, come on. How deep is a spring, for instance, yeah? If you've got like a particular brand of spring water and they're bottling it and they're bottling like thousands and thousands of bottles each day, surely that spring's going to like dry up. Of course it's going to dry up.
Yeah.
So where are they going to get the resources once it's dried up? They're just going to use tap water and add a few chemicals to it and still say it's the same water. You know, it's just not a crap. It's BS.
That's it. I'm going to sell it out my taps then. If they can do it, I can do it.
Well, you know,
it's not from the spring though, is it?
You know, it's like, you know,
I could do it.
If you think about it, on Only Fools and Horses, Del Boy and Rodney, they saw a spring in the garden.
Allotment. That's it. Allotment.
Yeah. Spring water. Let's bottle it up and fucking sell it as like purified water. You know.
Yeah.
Bottle taps, spring water. Lovely jabbly.
You know what? You could do? You could bury a bloody. Yeah, seriously, you could bury a bloody hose pipe in your garden, yeah? Have water pouring out of it and ring up the environment and say, look, I've got a spring here, you know, I want to bottle it up and sell it. And I wouldn't be surprised, like, yeah, okay, fair enough. And if you have got a spring there, underwater spring, and it's only, you know, probably get a few hundred bottles out of it, yeah? You know, you could still probably like continue bottling up with tap water, and they gonna know nothing about it, are they? Come on. As long as they get in their cut, the government, they don't give a flying hoot and toot, do they?
Nah. True. Marky's giving me ideas. Let's get some bottled waters.
Yeah, it's like tobacco. Even with tobacco. You know, the cigarettes that you buy isn't pure tobacco. It's, you know, bits and pieces of tobacco from like cigars and, you know, the real expensive proper cigarettes, like, you know, probably like Dunhill or Benson Hedges, you know, the cheaper brands are just like waste from the higher brand tobacco, and they just mix it all up and make cheap cigarettes. That's why they're cheap, because it ain't the proper cigarette. Well, it is a cigarette, but it's not like, you know, the higher brand ones. So they're just using the waste.
Yeah.
About £8, £7 in the shop now, they are.
Yeah, I said about £7, £8 a packet of 20. And you know what? If they spill tobacco on the floor, it doesn't get swept up and thrown away. They use it. They just like put it back on the conveyor belt and make cigarettes out of it.
Regurgitated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Recycle, whatever.
Oh dear, I'm getting tired.
Oh,
No, you don't get anything pure.
knackered.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit tired now. I've been having a few late nights again. I've been like trying to get the bloody printer working. You know, I had a printer I bought in September, and I used the ink, and I bought more ink for it, and the new ink cartridges would not work on them. So I sent the ink cartridges back to Amazon. I got a refund. I dragged out one of my old Epson printers, got that running, but the blue would not work on it. You know, the printing was diabolical. So the other printer, which I bought in September, I took back to Argos and told them what the problem was. They refunded me. I bought a new printer, which was the Epson Workforce 2630 WF. That arrived yesterday, started working okay. Next morning, which was yesterday morning, what day is it today? Sunday today, isn't it? Or Monday?
Monday. It's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, well, yesterday, when I woke up, I started to do some printing, and the paper just kept jamming. And not only that, I was getting like an OX09 error, telling me to keep shutting the printer off. And I've not even had the printer for 24 hours. So I just like got so fed up with it. I took it back to Argos, told them what was going on with it. You know, I didn't tell them I put some compatible ink in. That didn't really matter. I didn't use the original ink. I kept the original ink out. And when I took the printer back to Argos today, I took all the ink out. And I just said to them what was going on. I said, oh, I forgot to put the ink back in. He goes, oh, that's all right. Don't worry about it. What do you want to do? Refund? I said, no, I want a printer. He goes, okay. And they just exchanged it. I bought it home, set it up, and it's working okay now. No errors, no paper jams, nothing. And it's accepting the compatible ink okay as well. So really, all I had to pay was like £20 because I'd already spent $39.99 on the other printer in September, and it's still under the year warranty. So I just took that back, got the refund, got the new printer, brought it home yesterday, didn't work. So I took it back, got another one. And you see, I've been doing different templates to make my own little Ouija boards, A4, A5.
You're a busy man, Steve. Busy man indeed, yeah.
Yeah, I've been a bit busy. Yeah, I've been too tight. You know,
I used to do a lot of laminating myself. You know, I'm trying to find where the laminator is now. I've got some stuff here. It's there somewhere. might get back into it again as well. I think.
No, I was
to laminate a lot of stuff.
I made a couple of like little wooden Ouija, a couple of little miniaturized plaquettes. Them two. Because I did make some A5 Ouija boards. And I'll be giving them out as like, you know, freebies to some of my viewers next year. if anyone wants any. I'll probably stick a couple on eBay as well. Knock them out for a couple of quid.
Yeah, can't see why not.
Well, it's only going to cover the cost of like the printing, the laminated paper, the ink, and the cost of running, you know, the printing on electricity. The £2.50 including including postage for a laminated A5 with a laminated like little weed plaquette. So I made some like printed plaquettes as well. You know, like these. And I just like, you know, to see if they would run across the Ouija board and they move okay, you know, they just slide them over. Don't need no pressure really. No, when I tried it out, the first time I tried it out to see if it would work, I started getting like words being spelled out. I've got a spirit come through called Victor. And I said, where are you from? He goes, hell. I said, oh, so you're negative? He goes, well, no. I said, are you here to harm me? He goes, no, I'm just passing by. Anyway, goodbye, and disappeared. I thought, okay. And I was just using my left finger, you know, and I could feel like the pressure, you know, of the paper plaquette being moved. It wasn't done by me, I don't think. Well, I know they use their energy, but it didn't feel like my energy.
So what did you say, about £2.50 you're selling them at? That ain't too bad.
Yeah, about £2.50 for an A5 size.
That's too reasonable. Too reasonable.
An A4 one with a, you know, if I can make a wooden plaquette, I'll do an A4 with a wooden plaquette for about £5, including postage. You know, but it's the point of trying to find wood. You know, I found some wood outside yesterday, and I brought that home and stuffed it in the living room. Just that my bow saw blade kept coming off, and it fell inside, and I can't get the damn thing out. So I've had to order some more blades, which should probably turn up today, hopefully. Plus some ink cartridges that I've ordered for the printer. I ordered ink from eBay thinking, well, it says between the 24th and the 1st of January. And I am practically near enough out of ink, you know, even with the 2 packs that I've still got from, you know, the original boxes. They ain't going to last me too long. So I thought, well, what I'd do is I'll order some off Amazon as well for, like, you know, Prime next day. So they are going to be coming today. If they turn up with the other ones that I got off eBay, I'm going to have about 40, how many sets? Yeah, probably about 40 sets of ink for that printer.
More. And
that's going to keep me going for a while. No, actually, it's not 46. Sorry, it's not 46. It's 40 ink cartridges. Yeah, sorry, I made a bit of a balls up there because I'm getting tired. It's 40 ink cartridges, which makes up about 8 sets off eBay, and I've got like another, I think, 8 sets coming off Amazon, which should be here today. You're talking about 16 sets. I mean,
Not too bad then.
I can always get more because I did find a site on Amazon where you get like 8 sets for £10.
Yeah,
bloody cheap. So if they work okay, I'd buy more off Amazon instead of eBay because, like, being Prime,
yeah,
you know, on my Prime account, they usually in 24 hours. But for some reason, I ordered them and it said for next day, but when I ordered them, when I checked it, it said Monday. I thought, well, hang on, it's supposed to have been here Sunday, but it don't really matter because I've still got like the 2 original sets, as I say, and I've got probably in the box over there where the cat is, I think I've got 2 compatible sets as well there. So that's 4 sets there. And all the ink I've bought off Amazon and eBay are compatible ones. Just hoping the chips are going to be working okay, because I might have to buy one of those chip programmers to reset the cartridges if they're faulty, which I don't want to be doing. That chip thing's going to be like another 15 quid.
Yeah. That ain't too bad, that ain't. If you can get deals like that, that's good, that is.
It's just something, you know, I've thought I might as well try, you know, doing. Especially like, you know, printing out some doll photos and see if anyone's interested in photos of dolls. You know, especially like doll collectors.
Well, like you say, at least you're thinking outside the box. You're doing something different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm going to say thanks for inviting me back on. I'm going to shoot off and get some sleep. So
yes.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, like I say, we do appreciate you.
Okay, yeah. Steve,
thanks for
tonight, Steve.
Yeah, thanks for letting me back on. Anytime I do a stream around, I'll invite you.
Cheers, appreciate it.
All right, so if I do a stream and you're around, I'll invite you on.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I know you're going to do some kind of stream tomorrow. So I hope everyone in the chat room tune into T's channel tomorrow. He'll probably keep you informed with what time he's going to live out and this, that, and the other. Go and check him out.
I might do it tomorrow, if not the next day. But Christmas.
Yeah.
Probably tomorrow or Boxing Day. I don't know yet. Depends on what I'm doing. If I'm tired, I won't do it. If I'm not tired, then I will do something. But I'll probably be bringing in the bows, not the bows and arrows, the arrows and spears, and see if we can get anything from those. And then a couple of days later, we'll be back doing some more dolls. Then a few days later, we'll be doing the arrows and spears and the masks.
Yeah.
But if you got me on notification, you'll find out when I'm streaming.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, definitely.
All right, then, cheers.
Check it out.
Cheers, Mark.
Okay.
Cheers, Kieran. I'll see you both later, yeah? Thanks.
Yeah.
Top man. Very guest-like.
Take it easy. God bless.
Cheers.
Yeah, good night. Merry Christmas to you both.
See you sometime.
Yeah,
see you sometime soon. Come on, anything you want, mate.
All right, cheers, mate. Good night. Good night, both of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Christmas. Have a nice Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
Too.
That's fine.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant, Matthew Mill again. He's a fantastic guest, Steve is.
Oh, great person. Yeah.
Definitely. Brilliant. And thank you to all the people who tuned in tonight. You make it brilliant as always. We couldn't do it without you guys in the chat room. We do appreciate you guys taking your time out each time we go live and you lot comment in the chat room and everything else. Yeah. So okay then, Mark. Let's wrap it up. It's goodbye for me.
Okay. Good night for me. Good night for me as well. See you sometime tomorrow night, mate. Tomorrow evening.
Okay.
Contact you soon. Contact you. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
No problem. Good night, mate. Cheers. Thanks a lot.